This would be my Newcastle and Tottenham combined 11 forgetting injuries. So this means including injured players, almost forgetting about injuries completely. So I'd have Vicario in goal. For me, it's tough between Vicario and Pope. I think Vicario's a little bit better with his feet in particular, and although Vicario's distribution isn't great, it's slightly better than Nick Pope's. Very tough. They can go 50-50 there, depends on what club you support. Centre-backs, I've gone Romero and Van der Ven. I think have formed an unreal partnership and getting ever closer, if not ahead now, of Gabriel and Saliba of Arsenal. So that's a really interesting discussion to have, where of course you focus on your own players rather than comparing. It is interesting to see. So for me, they get in. It's, of course, Malik Chow, it's been great selling for Newcastle. Botman, I think, is great. But those two, I think, have done it more consistently for me. I've been fit as well so far this season. Full-backs then, I'm going Jed Spence, a left-back, over Lewis Hall, who I really like. I don't think it was plain sailing, but Jed Spence, I love his versatility, can play both sides. And talking of versatility, I've gone with Livramento on the right. I like Pedro Porro, but all-round package, all-round performance, Livramento edges it because he's better defensively. Midfield then, for me, this is when Newcastle really dominate, not only on this graph here, my own team, combined 11, also on the football pitch. Guimaraes has got to be in there, has everything from defensively to attackingly. I think he's a fantastic captain for the Newcastle. I think Tonali as well is just that kind of different player who's really hard to stop, really difficult to deal with. The engine room and the real difference for me, Newcastle going from A to B. So yeah, those two have got to be in there. And for Spurs, it's a case of what midfielder gets in there, because we have got a few options of our own. Maddison, if he's fit, is a good contender. Bergvall, there are loads of options in there. Even Paulinho, if we want to go really defensive. But I've gone with Kulusevski. I think people forget how important he was for the first half of last season before he got injured pretty much nearly bang on the halfway point, and he was our most important player for me up until that point. Forward line then, Mohamed Kudus for me on that right hand side. Jacob Murphy's a great player and I think a really good shout to put in there, but Mohamed Kudus, I'm a huge fan of his, so I've gone with Kudus. Voltemada up top is a very, very simple decision coming from a Spurs fan. I think we've got strikers, don't get me wrong, Solanke, Mawani, they could make a case. Don't think Tell or Charles have a case to get in there, but Voltemada's been an excellent signing. Takes the Premier League by storm, proving that you can come from Germany and hit the ground running, unlike Wirtz and Xavi Simons. Gordon, I got on that left-hand side of position at Tottenham, just simply didn't sign anyone in this summer and didn't replace Heung-min Son, criminal. So it's a pretty balanced team. I think I've got 6 Spurs and 5 Newcastle, so slightly towards the Spurs. That is my combined 11, forgetting about injuries. What will be yours? Let me know in the comments below.